Welcome to my week 7 video, and we'll just get started with the first question, which was, why must the short-term memory and long-term memory be considered when teaching students with learning disabilities? And since students have learning disabilities, they do have more trouble than most students in maybe a certain area in a certain topic, and so they might have a harder time retaining information or actually understanding the information. So it might be harder for them to get the information and their short-term memory. So always being considerate and making sure that we do in the academic ways of doing the I do, we do, you do, to help them get their memory not just too short term, but to actually maybe being repetitive to get it into their long-term memory so that they can understand the information more, since some of them might actually have a better long-term memory than their short-term memory. So once it gets into their long-term memory, it might be easier for them in the future. And the second question was dealing with the RTII process and the IQ discrepancy process. Which one do I feel is the best way for distinguishing a learning disability? And at first I thought the tiers would be easier, since you get to compare the whole entire class to each other, so you have a lot of different kinds of students. So from there you can see which ones are doing worse and better, and maybe which ones from those that are getting worse are a lot worse, and maybe from there I feel like using comparison would be easier. But since the discrepancy process is an actual assessment, I think that would be the best way to do it, since it's like an official way, an official assessment. That means there was studies and tests behind it, so it is proven to work, and so I think using the assessment would be the best way and learn. And since it is proven that students with average or above average IQs and below average achievement discrepancy, since that is already proven to show a learning disability, I feel like that would be the best way to distinguish a learning disability. Thank you.